Taiwan's defense ministry says that 49 Chinese military aircraft and 19 naval ships have taken part in the exercises. The ministry says most of China's warships and military aircraft are operating west of Taiwan in the Taiwan Strait. Beijing says the drills are set to last until the end of Friday in these 5 areas. Taiwan's military is also reporting about a dozen Chinese Coast Guard ships operating near the outlying islands of Jinmen and Matsu. The military has scrambled aircraft and deployed missile defense systems in response to the drills. The exercises taking place around Taiwan are some of the largest in history. But what is China trying to accomplish? To find out, Jaime Ocon spoke to Brian Hart, a security analyst with the China Power Project in Washington, D.C.
So Brian, I want to first start off with these drills as a whole. What is Beijing trying to say? What's the message they're trying to give off of conducting such large-scale drills around Taiwan?
China described these, as a move to punish Taiwan, and they've used some of the similar language as the previous large-scale exercises as being aimed at separatist forces. So it's certainly aimed in part at that. I think they've also made clear that a lot of their responses this week have been aimed at punishing the United States as well. And that's something, again, we've also seen with some of the previous exercises. When it comes to the operational level, I think a couple of things stand out to me with these exercises. I think the geographic scope of the zones is quite large. I think these zones, first of all, the fact that they published the zones at all is significant. They did not do that in April of last year during the large exercises then. So this is the first time they've done that since the August 2022 exercises after the Pelosi visit. I think another thing also that, that is significant that didn't happen compared to the PLA exercises in August is we did not have the large ballistic missile firings, live firings over Taiwan. So that, of course, was one of the most provocative things that China did in 2022, and we haven't seen that. So I think that's significant.
Now, looking more closely at the tactical level, what is China's military trying to accomplish from an operational level with these drills surrounding Taiwan?
I think from the tactical and operational level, I think one of the biggest things that I see is the integration of the Coast Guard here in ways that I think are new compared to what we've seen in past exercises. I think that's, probably not that surprising given how much Coast Guard activity we've seen in recent months after incidents like Kinmen. And on that note, as you know, the exercises are labeled 2024A. So that very much sends to me a signal that there could be a follow-on B, C, or D as we go along. I mean, the most important thing, I think, at a high-level view about these exercises to me is they establish a pretty clear pattern of behavior now that when China is, angry at something that Taiwan or the United States does around Taiwan, China responds with these large-scale exercises. That means that for them, the military has become a key messaging tool for them to, show their displeasure and show their capabilities.